If I can go back to when I first became a single mom, when I made that hard decision, these are the three financial shifts that I would make immediately. The first shift is paying myself first. Now, I'm the type who always held down a job, always had that career kind of mindset because I knew that I was that nourishing provider. I like to call us single moms, right? So back then, I didn't realize how important that it was to pay myself first. Take a little bit off the top. The bill's going to always be there. That rent's going to always be there, right? But always having enough to put away to the side is what I really wish I known early on. Not for frivolous spending, not for Starbucks coffee, but in case of emergencies. I can tell you how many times I ran into a tire blowout, or my brakes were scraping, or one time a power steering went out, and I didn't have that sort of emergency fund or paying myself first, even to reinvest into my business. So if I can go back years ago, I would have definitely been paying myself a long time ago. The second shift I would have made early on is opening an HYSA, a high yield saving account, and stop letting my money just sit aimlessly in an account that I knew Hulu and YouTube and all this was pulling out of, right? So opening a high yield saving account does so much more than you think. And I explain and I go in a little bit more into that in my ebook that I have created just for our single moms so that we can really start to learn a little bit more of that financial literacy and start using the same tactics that the rich people are using and having and opening a high yield saving account, investing into stocks, real estate, bonds, that sort of thing is the way to go. This is money that you can then touch, that you can then use, that you can then reinvest. And again, your money is not just sitting aimlessly into a Huntington or a Bank of America account, right? I really wish I knew that a lot sooner. And lastly, the third shift I would have made early on while becoming a single mom is start learning about assets, not just about paying bills. So we all know how to pay bills, right? We all work just to keep the lights on, essentially, right? A long time ago when I was, and I get it, I was stuck in survival mode. I was doing what I had to do to keep these babies clothed and fed and all that good stuff. But this is something that was never taught to me, right? Learning about assets, learning about stocks, learning about real estate, learning about starting a business, starting and creating more passivity in my life, thinking of ways, being more creative to get my butt from behind this desk, right? That has been my goal for a very long time. So these are just some shifts that I wish that I've known early on. If I can go back, when I first had to make that decision to step away and to start over, these are the shifts that I would start working on immediately, Mom. It is very important that we get this financial literacy down so that our kids does not have to go through and suffer the way that we did, right? So I really hope that was helpful. I like to consider myself your new single mom mentor. And if you like videos like this, I guess I'll see you in the next one. Peace.